never go for that trick again. Um, well, I don't know. HP2 itself as a game, I still think is enjoyable, but as a speed run, I just have too many issues with
Oh,
it.
we were. I was just talking casually.
Um, I always enjoyed HP3 more. I don't know why.
I mean, yeah, I did too, but I don't. I wouldn't say I didn't enjoy it more. It was like really fun. I think HB3 is a better speed game in some senses, but
Like,
like the reason I run HP2 is because I have a more nostalgic connection to it, not because I think it's a better run or anything.
I legitimately always enjoyed HP3 a lot more than HP2.
Did you play it first?
I think I played the first three in order.
Same.
HP1 was always too hard.
Yeah, that one was really good.
Yeah, Zach, it is definitely the Pixies minigame. Uh,
But like that shit never bothered me when I played HP3 casually, because at worst it was just like, okay, I don't really care for this part.
it doesn't feel slow. Red Rings, on
But
the
when
other
you only have to
hand,
do it once, when you only have to do it once,
Red Rings was always awful.
and you forget, you could come back and do like one cycle of pixies at a time, and then just like come back the next day and do the next one.
Yeah. I don't know why I remember these little things, but for HP3 and HP4 GBA, I like vividly remember the last item that I was missing in my first 100% playthrough. So like
Mm-hmm.
the last card that I missed in HP3 was uh in third shield room in Carpe, where you
Mm-hmm.
like have to jump over that gap. I don't know how I know, but that was the one card I was missing.
I don't know which one. Oh yes, I know which one that is.
I don't know. I always liked playing this game.
I think HP3 casually, like the exploring the secrets was a fun time.
The outside areas for HP3 were a lot better than the outside areas for HP2. The inside
Yeah, I still
areas
like.
are probably pretty
I'll tell you.
comparable.
I'll tell you what I liked about two though. I think the atmosphere was a lot nicer. Like I don't know why, but like the graphics on HP3 just don't have that like charm. They just feel kind of, I don't know, like
I was gonna say HP2's like tone fits the story a lot better. It's a lot darker than HP3.
what is it? I don't
That's,
remember.
I think it is.
I yeah, I was more atmospheric, you know.
HP3
And I
is too
think
bright and cheerful for most of the game.
it's not just that. I just don't like the way the game looks. It just looks gross. I don't know what it is.
With blonde Hermione, because that
That's not.
totally
I
happened.
don't fucking care. The books never said what color hair color she has. I don't think.
Uh, I think bushy brown hair is the term they use.
Let's be real though. She's supposed to be black the whole time though. So
What?
you missed that memo.
Huh?
Did you not miss the part where J.K. Rowling said Hermione's black like after the fact on Twitter?
Oh, no.
And
I
that was the
ignore
biggest.
most of the things that J.K. Rowling says because she
Yeah,
claims that the cursed child is canon, and I cannot accept that.
I don't blame you. I didn't even read it. It's one of those cases where like someone is just has their head so far up their own ass that it's irretrievable. You need fucking Elon Musk search team to extract it. Like we do not have the technology.
No, you mentioned like I don't know. I immediately thought of Lavender Brown, who they made African American in the third movie because her last name was Brown.
Well, that happened a lot. Like a lot of black people previously, like in previous generations, had the last name Brown
Yeah,
for obvious reasons.
but then she appears in the sixth book as a ditzy white teen girl.
But, oh yeah, and Goyle becomes black.
Oh, that was weird too.
Yeah, I don't know what those people's issue with whoever's in charge of continuity, fucking fire them.
So J.K. Rowling had a person whose job was to check continuity in her books, but not in the movies.
Well, you know why it happened though, is because they were all directed by different people.
Yeah, more or less.
So, although it's kind of stupid when they were recasting characters, they didn't even bother looking at like who played the characters previously. Like that's just so lazy. And these films have like the highest budgets of any movie. So.
Well, I mean, the Dumbledore recast is, you can't really. Nothing you can do about that one. If the guy dies, the guy dies.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you recast a character who's literally like a black guy, and the character was white in the previous movie. With Dumbledore, they like at least they cast someone who like resembled like the
Yeah.
previous guy. In the fact that they were both old ass white guys.
And then, I mean, it was nice that they also picked a guy who did his tone is much more fitting for late series Dumbledore than the first guy would have done. But
yeah, it's kind of hard to. What was the first actor's name?
I don't even know. It's hard to imagine him doing that role though.
I thought they kind of both went too far in their respective directions. I would have liked to see a Dumbledore that could be both, like a meet in the middle.
It's like the Spider-Man problem.
Is it?
Tobey Maguire made a great Peter Parker, but a shit Spider-Man, and then Andrew Garfield made a shit Peter Parker, but a great Spider-Man.
Oh, I never thought of it like that. I liked Spider-Man 1 in '97 with Peter Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
Whatever. And
he became gayer later in the series, specifically after it was over.
What?
And he's gayer, and we all know Dumbledore became gay later in the series, specifically after it was over.
Oh, don't get me started about fucking J.K. Rowling's pandering fucking bullshit.
There's nothing wrong with saying a character is gay. There's nothing wrong with putting gay couples in a series. But if you fuck up the couple, it doesn't matter if they're straight or gay. You fucked it up.
That's not the fucking point, dude. That's not the problem here. The problem is that she thought she could win points with the libs by retroactively making him gay.
It's the same. Have you watched Avatar: The Last Airbender or The Legend of Korra?
Yeah. I watched. Okay. I literally watched Avatar, the first one, like as it was airing.
Okay. Did you watch Korra at all?
I watched the first 3 episodes and decided, fuck this. I don't like this.
Okay, so literally the last scene of the show is revealing that the two female leads are, like, in a physical relationship. After spending literally 4 seasons in this huge love triangle where they aren't, like, connected at all, and it's just out of the blue, and it just doesn't make sense, and it's not convincing, and it's realizing that the only reason that they did this was because that's something that isn't done very often, and they are trying to win points. It's like, if you're gonna try to win points by making a convincing couple.
Oh yeah, yeah. There should be gay couples in movies and TV shows. That's no question. But don't just, you know, fucking horseshoe it in or whatever.
The gay trait does do something in Rogue Legacy.
Yes, it makes the statues.
It switches the statues.
Yeah, that's very important. Also, are you impressed that I know that tiny tidbit of Rogue Legacy trivia?
I wasn't aware you played any of Rogue Legacy.
I played about 5 hours of it and got fucking fed up with it and never touched it again.
Oh, I've got like
not even
50 hours into it.
It's really fun. I like it a lot.
But I've also got like 500 hours in Spelunky, so...
That's another game I like. I mean, I would probably like... I haven't, like, spent a lot of time in... I don't think I even have it in my library. I've, like, watched it, so... Is it bad to decide that you like a game if you haven't played it?
No, I don't think so.
Like, I've watched videos of it, and, like, I can totally appreciate the, like, design and, like, the mechanics.
Like, I don't know. I've never played Super Mario Brothers, but I enjoy watching speedruns of it, so...
Whoa. Come on. You gotta at least play it once.
I
Rite of passage.
Totally plan to, but
There's nothing like just sitting down in somebody's dirty ass basement with an NES and just, first of all, to get the authentic NES experience, you got to use a CRT. There's no way around it. And then second of all, if you've ever used the NES, they don't work very well. You have to kind of struggle to get them to read the cartridges, especially because the ones that exist now have already been around for 30 or 40 years. Oh wait, no, 40 years hasn't passed. What am I talking about?
32, 33?
Yeah, so they're starting to age, and they don't always age well, so if it was kept in a musty basement, if it was in a musty basement, chances are it's not going to read the thing, so you gotta like fiddle with the cartridge, like jam it in there, fucking shit on it, whatever it takes, and then you flick the switch. It's so satisfying.
I have used an NES before. It was not my NES, but I would play Mario 2 on it.
Wait, the actual Mario 2 or the fake Mario 2?
The US Mario 2. The one that you can buy in the United States.
That's the fake Mario 2.
I never made it past 1-2. I've owned that game for almost 10 years, and I've never made it past 1-2.
I was the only guy... I'm like the only guy who like doesn't appreciate what we got as Mario 2.
I think it's a fun game. It's very different from every other Mario game, but...
Well, it's not one. You know the story.
Yeah. It's Doki Doki Panic or something like that.
Yeah. It's that game, but reskinned, and they changed a couple of the textures as well, other than the main character sprites. I think they also added, like, one mechanic to make it slightly easier. I think it didn't have continues originally or something, I don't know. Mario 2's Doki Doki Literature Club. I haven't seen that joke. before. Can I just say that that fucking literature game is the fucking biggest piece of cancer that I've ever fucking seen. That shit's malignant.
I thought it was really interesting just from a game design standpoint, but
It's not a game, really. It's a picture book for neckbeards. That's what visual novels are. That's why I always say that.
but still, from a game design standpoint, I thought it was really interesting because of a couple of little things that it did.
What are you doing?
But I can't go through the whole game.
It's so fucking despicable. Like, ugh, I feel dirty if I tried to play it. Like, it's like, oh no, you get to be with this. I can't handle being with all these cute girls. Like, ew, gross. No, no, no. Don't do that.
I think you missed a pretty important part about that.
But it's so fake. Like, they're not even animated. They're just like pictures that bounce up and down.
Dude, that's a light novel. Or visual novel.
No,
That's what they are.
I know, and they're so fucking stupid. It's like anime for people who cannot animate. Like, for companies that you don't know how to animate, doesn't matter. You could get a fucking $1 million just by making some pictures move around.
Just like how a book is anime for people who can't animate.
No, a book is for, you don't see people fucking jerking off to fucking Great Gatsby, I'll tell you what.
No, but you definitely can get people jerking off to books.
Yeah, but you don't read, you don't go and be like, I think I should have a nice wank today. Like, you don't like sit down in your library and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like you wouldn't, you know what I'm saying. The fucking weeb shit is taking over, that's all I'm saying.
Ooh, looky, it's Weasel, Grunge and Potty. Peeves. I don't like the look of that armor.
I just wanted to say, I thought
I bet we could beat him if we all cast at once.
the fact that it physically changed your exe file when playing through the game was really interesting. That the game would make... Do you know anything about Doki Doki Literature Club?
It has boobs and words.
It is a typical light novel up until about an hour in.
Visual novel.
Visual novel. I fuck up the words. I know the difference. It's a typical visual novel up until about an hour in, where it becomes a horror story.
Of course
A character commits suicide.
Of course she does.
And then the game gets kind of fucked. And the thing that I find interesting is, you know, one of the things about visual novels is, oh yeah, you can always just, you know, make a save state and then go back and make all the right choices, and the game physically changes its own exe so that that's not an option anymore.
Yeah, you ever play Undertale?
I have played Undertale, part of it.
It does the same fucking thing. Spoilers. Spoilers is not new. Have you ever played the game I'm Scared?
I've never heard of the game I Am Scared.
It came out years ago. It's not very popular. That's not new.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't change my opinion.
Well, I mean, I think it kind of does. It's like if it's an idea that somebody thinks of, it's like, wow, you thought of this cool idea, but it's an idea that already exists, so they implement it. It's a little different. It's not quite as cool if they didn't think of it themselves.
It was still something I had never seen before, so I appreciated it for that.
Also, you could have done that without the boobs. Just saying. Would have been just as cool. The boobs were not necessary. Also, now I understand why my friends were trying to get my other friend to play it. Like, and making him sit through it.
I can't really handle horror or suspense, otherwise I really would have enjoyed that. I
Oh
was
yeah, you bet.
very into.
Your fucking dick would have enjoyed it. I literally had no idea that it got spooky until you just told me.
Are you still watching the stream, Ted?
No, I have been just...
Okay. Because
Just not.
I'm about to get to the shield that I skipped in the any percent run the other day.
Oh, I gotta see this.
You jump into a shield, and I walked straight under it.
I still can't believe that happened. There you go, good job.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I've seen much stupider mistakes. Let's be real.
That's what killed my any percent run that was a minute ahead.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's nothing though. Like it's easy to get mixed up with which categories collect what in this game.
But I literally just didn't jump. I just went straight under it. Oh my god.
At least you got the lag jumpers.
Barely. That second one was a little concerning.
Yeah. But do you get the point about it not being the first fucking game to be like to market itself as just cutesy and then turn scary? Like that's been done so many times.
That doesn't mean it's not interesting.
Oh, I didn't say it was uninteresting. I said it was bad.
So because something has been done before, it's automatically bad?
No, it's bad because it's fucking weeb, disgusting trash for neckbeards, and it's gross, and I hate it. That's why. You know, a good game doesn't need the boobs to draw you in. You could, you know, it does it in other ways. It's a bonus. Like
What the fuck?
Uh-oh, let's see this. Are you under the ground?
What just happened? How did that happen? Do you want to replay the Carpe Retractum challenge, Ron? In the middle of Transfig? What the fuck?
Wait, what?
How did that happen?
It is not dating fun. It is not making fun of it, Ortho. It's totally trying to have it both ways.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, what are you... I'm waiting for this to come up. It hasn't come up.
I hit a cutscene trigger. I think. I don't understand.
Did I just...
It was right before the load. Oh my god, this is bad.
Tab out.
Huh?
I didn't see it.
A single line appeared at the bottom of the screen, and it played audio, and I was very confused.
That's interesting. I'm not sure what in the world could have caused that. A lot of times with these games, I find myself just at a loss.
Yep, I agree.
Like I tried to figure out
19 using that.
why Bibble.
Why Bibble doesn't work?
Why it bibbles.
No, I've put a good half hour into that too.
I'll try again, but I think it's literally just because the language is shit. Like the scripting language that they use in this game.
Wow, I'm ahead of PB.
Because like, from what I could tell, if he says the word Bibble, it should open. Like, that means that it's already started to open. I don't know if, like, there is a line of code where first it tells it to open, and then it tells it to wait and not execute any more code until it's finished, until the mover has gotten to its destination. I don't know, like, that could be it, maybe? I don't know.
Even though the following morning was stormy,
It could be getting hung up there, maybe?
Has anybody check to see if it's a windowed problem?
Oh, I know. I don't think so. I kind of don't want to because I don't want to know the implications of that.
I
So
don't want to run the game in full screen.
I don't want to know the implications of the idea that. Well, actually, let's be real. Let's just fucking address the fucking elephant in the room. We know that running them in windowed makes a difference. We do it anyway.
We do it anyway because it's far too convenient. Like,
Yeah,
running in
it's
full
very
screen
convenient.
just isn't practical.
No, it ain't. Although borderless window is a thing that I think emulates full screen. I'm not sure.
Is there a way to do that natively?
No, it's
Without?
just a program.
Okay, well, you got a problem with that too.
Yeah, that's no good. Actually, I don't think that would even make a difference. Does not emulate full screen? Yeah, different games behave differently. It's complicated. I emulate full screen was the wrong phrase to use, but it does stuff with some games that just changes the way they behave. Let's leave it at that.
Right. Expecto Patronum. Expecto
Like, I don't know why, but some games behaves like differently in windowed than in borderless window.
Hey, Sally.
Windows is weird. Let's just leave it at that. Windows is very weird.
Isn't it like 5 in the morning for you?
Yeah. Go to fucking sleep. Or if you woke up, go get some fucking
Well,
breakfast time, you dingy.
I've known Resp to be up
Oh yeah,
way past this late.
He is good.
That's always interesting. It's like, oh, it's 1 in the morning. I should go to bed. Wait, Resp is still streaming? Oh dear.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him.
I haven't stayed up that late in quite a while. Frankly, I should not be up this late, but...
What is it, like 11:30 for you? 12:30?
12:30. 6:30. Yeah.
12, so that's around the same time frame.
Just because I have stuff I need to prepare for tomorrow.
I'm going to New York tomorrow.
For anything in particular, or?
It's my birthday Saturday, so we're like, hey, we're gonna go visit family and celebrate.
Cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. Okay. You know how family is. It's family.
I get to see my family this weekend, but for a very different reason.
Oh yeah, then next weekend I'm going to a fucking funeral, so that's great.
Oh, that kind of sucks. See ya, Zolly.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, so like, my family and this other family have been friends since like, we've always been like really close for like past 70 years, and like, we always go to all their family stuff and they always come to ours. And when they do like the funeral services, it's never like depressing.
Celebrating life more so than mourning death.
Yeah, it's definitely that shit. Which I totally am on board for, because like, who wants to fucking sit around, you know, at a graveyard feeling sad? Like that's just no good. I'd rather be in a rented out convention space feeling sad. That's much better. At least there are hors d'oeuvres that way.
is used for freezing a number of things, Harry.
Yeah, I get to go... my cousin was diagnosed with leukemia
Oh man.
about 8 months ago. So I'm attending a walk for leukemia at like 8 p.m. in Detroit.
Dang, man. Oh wait, Detroit?
which is a little concerning because it's 8 p.m. in Detroit, but
Wait a second. Where's Detroit again?
Southeast Michigan.
Oh yeah.
The left and right arrow keys to turn.
Detroit 8 p.m. That sounds like the title of a fucking crime novel.
Off you go. I'll see you at the end of the chapter.
The sequel to 8 Mile.
Wait, no, it's a sequel to fucking Midnight in Paris. PM in Detroit. Even though, don't worry about the fact that the first one's a movie. Yeah, the budget really went down after the first one.
I should actually watch 8 Mile. Not what we're talking about, but
I genuinely liked it. It was like really good. Like,
I mean, just the fact that I am somebody who lives 15 minutes away from Detroit, like, has lived by 8 Mile their entire life, that's something I should probably see.
Okay, so like, you know how like some like pop stars, I don't know if Eminem's not really a pop star, but like some musicians are also really good actors.
Eminem is?
Yeah, he's like really convincing. But you know, I always thought he was a cool guy, so maybe you didn't know because I probably never expressed that before. But
I have, I've been by one of his houses before. I don't know. He's done a lot of cool stuff for the city and for the state, so.
oh, I didn't even know about that. I just meant I thought he was hilarious and like doesn't take it so seriously, but like at the same time, like he's like very real. I don't know. Feels like it's like it's the idea of like the one giant, pop star who's actually like a real person.
He's also definitely not a pop star.
He's charted on the pop charts like several times.
None of his songs are pop.
I know, but you know what I mean. He's definitely not like hardcore rap anymore. He does some pretty poppy shit.
I
Like,
would say it's more so that rap has changed.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Like, the gangsta rap of the 90s doesn't really exist anymore. Like, it kind of does, though, so it's weird. Genres don't really die anymore. People just stop caring about them.
Well, yeah, okay, he has participated in pop songs, but never as a pop voice.
Well, I don't know. Pop music, I mean, like, the definition is, it's debatable. I kind of agree. I always liked his stuff, even when he does fucking Rihanna songs and, stuff like that. And, like, Katy Perry songs, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
He never did a Katy Perry song.
Alright, that just feels like the kind of thing he would have, done.
No. Katy Perry would never agree to that.
I don't know, dude. She's like more self-aware than you think.
No, but those two images don't really mesh very well.
Well, you had Snoop Dogg on or wait, what was it? Ludacris on a Justin Bieber song, so anything's possible.
Justin Bieber is also quite different from Katy Perry.
Yeah, that wasn't the point. Oh, have you heard about the actual beef they have with what Eminem and Justin Bieber have with each other?
No. I try very hard to avoid anything about Justin Bieber.
I understand, but like it was on Reddit, so I just saw it. Apparently, this is the funniest story. Apparently, there was like a group of celebrities who were starting this thing where they were trying to like learn Spanish or whatever. So they were having like a group where it wasn't like exclusive, but like the idea was like it was all supposed to be like no pressure, but like we're all getting together to try to like do this, and like just for our own personal like I don't know what it's like. The betterment of ourselves, that's a fucking stupid trade. Like they all just wanted to, like just as a good thing to do, and it was really like kind of like wholesome. And they, and then Justin Bieber he's like, oh, I want to be in it too, because he can't speak Spanish actually, even though he was on You know, that one Spanish song. But
That one Spanish song.
I'm
That's
not gonna.
probably the
I'm not
best way I've ever heard that described.
what I'm talking about. But so he joins the. He's a little fucking bitch. That kid.
I
Uh, he
understand.
he he's like rude. He was being like really rude to Mr. Eminem. Despito.
I have played Teo Pasito. I have not played the original.
I like your spelling of it.
I
Despito.
have I? I don't think I've played Despito.
Despito.
Yeah, so that's not a typo.
I know. I figured it was like a meme version.
I might have, I don't know.
Wait, so I know there's like meme charts for Guitar Hero, but like, are there meme maps for Earthbound?
Oh, definitely. Oh, okay, so I've seen Despito. I know that it exists. I've never played it.
Initial D remix. Oh dear.
Seems fun though.
I thought Initial D was like the funniest meme when I first started something. Back when it was like making it, like we had like the first wave of Initial D memes. It had like a weird resurgence that I did not expect.
Well, they were still making the show pretty recently.
Really? I mean, yeah, those 90s anime get revived endlessly. There's so many
Yeah,
maps. I would assume.
Initial D 5th stage was a couple of years ago, I think.
Jesus.
There are so Emmys right.
Yeah,
There's a lot of meme maps.
Those anime shows tend to go on way longer than they should.
Well, Initial D took like multiple year breaks multiple times.
And then they get rebooted a million times, and at that point it's just like an unrecognizable mess, basically. You know what I was actually like upset about when I was like a little kid?
What?
That they remade Ben 10 like 3 times. Well,
3?
not remade, they rebooted it like 3 times. Like as if it was like an anime. Like they had like 3 different like reincarnations of it for the same show.
I mean, what do you consider to be a meme map in that stance? Because
Oh, I think we all know it when we see it. Like
no, because when I think meme map, I think, you know, Hime Hell or History Maker or stuff like that. Not
Luigi,
Harumachi Clover Will Stetson remix.
I sense that you're going down the weeb path. Like you're leaning towards the weeb side, and it's disturbing.
And?
And it concerns me as the fucking guy who nearly became a weeb.
Nearly?
Dude, you know how much I fucking talk trash about creepy guys who like are into like, you know, weird like anime shit.
Do I need to show you my room when I'm done with this?
I don't think you do. Is it already too late? Have I already failed?
Dude, you could not have prevented it.
If you catch it early enough.
Yes, I did not know you early enough.
I'm sad.
I started watching Naruto 5 years ago.
Dude, I fucking watched it as a, like, when it was airing on Cartoon Network.
I watched the first 2 episodes of Naruto the days they came out and said this is the stupidest thing I ever saw, and then came back 10 years later and watched episode 3 and like, man, this is amazing, I gotta watch more.
You know what? The thing is, you can like Japanese like cartoons and comic books without being a weeb.
I am definitely a weeb.
Ew, get out of my sight. Don't mind the fact that I'm not even like having visual contact with you. Just stay out.
like 95% of the music I listen to is in Japanese, and more than half of it is from anime. And that's
Oh,
the only
that's
reason
fucking-
I'm actually watching or taking Japanese. So
Oh, there it is. There's the fucking confession.
hey, at
That's
least
why
I'm not watching. At least I'm not taking Japanese to watch anime without subtitles.
they are though.
I could not care less about watching anime without subtitles.
I know, but you're still only taking it because of your weird, creepy interest in like Japanese shit to begin with.
There's some really cool Japanese songs out there.
I know, and you can appreciate it without being a weeb. In like,
I only got into it because I am a weeb.
yeah,
I
you
have
don't have to.
expanded from watching and enjoying anime to finding things that I really care about that I never would have experienced otherwise.
Yeah, but you don't need to be a fucking gross, filthy weeaboo to enjoy that. You could just enjoy it and then just not at the same time, enjoy the disgusting pandering stuff that like, it has like 12-year-olds with giant tits and shit like that.
Oh, I I can't watch that shit.
But you do.
I don't.
No, see, the thing is, Emily, what you don't realize is I used to kind of like be into that. Like I used to watch a lot of Japanese TV shows, like the cartoon shows, and like kind of getting into it. But then I just took a look at myself and I was like, "Is this really what I want to do?" And the answer was no. And then I said, but am I willing to stop watching Japanese TV shows?" And I was like, "No, you don't have to stop completely. It's just like you don't have to make that your life." What you
No,
exclusively look.
please, please throw! You fucker! You
Uh-oh.
fucker! Oh,
Oh my
that
god,
would have been so good!
you killed 5 imps.
6!
Sick.
That
What?
was 6 in one throw!
Okay. Somebody play that back.
Why is Liam's...
I think that was 5.
why is Liam's back in time so good?
Did he get good imps and shit?
He got good
What else is-
everything. His
You want to?
his gold back in time, I cannot... He can't even comprehend how he got it. It's
Is that like
fucking
so? Like
absurd.
he is to back in time as you are to train.
Yeah.
He's like the back in time. Although we should start calling it Paddock because I like that name better.
Back in time has the greater speedrunning context, so I kind of like it better.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I respect your opinion. But Paddock is the 2 syllables, so you're saving time by saying it. So I'm just gonna leave that in. But times that joke never gets old. That's gonna still be funny like 30 years from now.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you in a sec. Because this is a really good run.
I'll just stop talking.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you're like half a minute behind the record. What's your PB though?
48-42.
Oh yeah, it's a good PB.
Holy shit, look at my summer best.
I'm waiting. Did you do it? Damn, how is that so good?
Cutscene skips.
But you know what the
Okay,
actual secret?
okay, here we go.
Oh wait, I'm shutting up.
Fuck.
Should go for the crazy strat.
Every time, dude. It's like, actually, that's the giant second jump is easier than the third room for me. And I would have got it if I had just pressed the button at the right time.
Oh, that's
So,
not the crazy strat. The crazy strat is the fucking lag jump.
if I had gotten the second one, I would have gone for the lag jump.
You're just insane.
I'm losing 10 seconds over PB because I didn't get double cycle skip.
No, insane in the good way. That's not fun to have in PB though.
I don't mind at all.
Well, you still gain time to the recce.
And that was a gold for Liam. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that live.
But I'm going to lose time here. And on the next one. I just don't have enough practice with these two finals. I don't know how to be consistent enough to get those.
How good is your dragon movement?
Pretty bad.
Yeah, same. I'm terrible with the fucking dragon. And I don't seem to get better the more I do it.
I mean, I'm obviously better than most, but
Have you seen Liam with the fucking dragon?
I-
Pretty good.
I can't match his time. I can't match Senna's.
I don't know how they're so good at this level. They gotta be cheating. You gotta be using like a special mouse. Oh. Hey, it was only I only shut up during Carpe. That was the whole point. During Carpe final, right, Luigi?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just assumed that. I mean, this isn't as mechanically intense.
No, this doesn't have my heart beating at 180 beats per minute.
Right, that's the whole point.
This just has me mildly excited.
Oh.
This will save time. 180 BPM isn't even Megalovania. Okay.
You did it. Right. You know the fucking memes which are like just the first 3 notes?
Yeah.
That.
Fuck!
Yes, I do. Did it.
This isn't gonna work either. Oh, thank God.
It
This
worked?
is bad.
Oh. Did you get a second try?
Yeah, I got a
Okay,
second
got it.
try. But I need
You
a
know
really good... Things have to go well.
I think you're gonna get.
I have a habit of choking Harry's final. Pretty hard.
Yeah, with just one note was good. But I think it's weird that like that if that meme had come after like the okay buddy retard explosion, it would have been like even funnier because like Megalovania like didn't really like have like a good joke associated with it other than it was just like haha Undertale song. Like meme was in the right place at the wrong time.
Okay, this is already really bad. I fucked up good. Oh, come on.
The shield's like I'm here. You're like sorry, don't got time to.
Okay, that was good.
I hope we get this fucking exhilarating commentary into the PB mod.
good. Okay, come on.
I think you're gonna pretty much guaranteed at this point. Gets the turn cast. See, the strat with being on the call is I get spoilers. I get to hear it before you guys. I've got a huge delay. I'm refreshing.
It's very small.
Oh, you had to redo one of the sponge bars.
4 seconds. Okay. That's something, at least.
Yo, you got it.
Glad to see you three survived your...
Ugh, it didn't even shorten the fucking gap? You're kidding me.
Wait, what?
Liam gets world record by 4 seconds, and then IPB by 4 seconds. 5. Okay, 48:37. Okay, that's...
That's good. Good. How long have you been running this game for?
Started running in